To windmill or not to windmill? That's the question. To drop dimes or go for glory? Whether 'tis more honorable to drive the paint or drive little bro to the park. To be a hero in the eyes of strangers or through the eyes of family.
Both.
To be a gentle giant or a force. To be a legend, conductor, disruptor. To settle in, to stand out. To be Zion. I like that.
Alright, here we go.
I was always taught, like, you need some foundation. And for me, the black and white is important because I felt if you can make a black and white shoe look good, then the room to be creative and different is limitless. You know, it looks simple, but if you can master the simple things, your potential won't be matched. I have a backpack that comes with the black-white colorway. For those hoopers out there, you know that on those AAU trips, traveling across the country, or whether you're going on a trip with your family to the beach or wherever you go, you always have that little one sports backpack, and you know, that's what that means to me. I really got into anime when I was younger. No matter which anime it was, no matter what they were going through in life, their mindset was always gonna push through it, we can battle through it, and we still gonna achieve our dream. You know, it was just something about that when I was a kid, looking around in my environment, like, you know what? I say I'm gonna be in the NBA, and I'm gonna do it. Like, I don't care what nobody says. I'm gonna work hard towards my goal, and I'm gonna achieve it.
Here we go.
When I was growing up, I looked at players that had their own signature collection. When you saw their signature shoe, you knew it was their shoe. So my vision was, you know, when somebody walked into the store, they don't need nobody to tell them, yeah, that's Z's shoe. Like, they just know. You're gonna find a lot of hidden gems within my signature line, and you're also gonna learn a lot about me. I'm a very out there guy, but when you actually get to know me, I'm this super chill, you know, down-to-earth dude. When it came to the design process, one area that I really added emphasis on was the tongue. It has like a superhero theme to it with like armor. You know, when you first put the sneaker on, you kind of reach down and, you know, do a little tug. Something I just always loved, so I always just wanted to make sure my tongue was special. When I was in high school, I was at a summer camp, you know, right before the camp. Me and my stepdad were talking, and we were just kind of like, we're gonna show the world what I'm really capable of. So I went on Twitter and I typed in, I'm gonna shock the world, #believe it. And sure enough, when the camp was over, I was the MVP of it. I have a few places on my shoe. I have Spartanburg, Jonakin, Flowtown, and Durham. Flowtown, Florence, South Carolina. That's where I spent a lot of my childhood playing at the YMCA and in rec leagues. Then Jonakin, I went to Jonakin Middle School in Marion, South Carolina. That's where I met two of my best friends. My friends, we kind of looked at each other like, you know what? No matter what we want to do in life, we're going to give it our all and we're going to achieve our dreams. Spartanburg is where the world got to meet Zion. Y'all saw all the highlights, the mixtapes, and y'all got introduced to me. Those 4 years really changed my life. So Spartanburg's always going to be home. Durham, North Carolina. College was, man, you can't even dream stuff like that. You just can't. But it wasn't just the basketball part. And I really feel like Durham adopted me within that 1 year. So this is my ZNA colorway. This one is just out of this world. I feel like when a lot of people try to describe me, they try to put labels, tags, but you just can't describe something that's not from this world. And I feel like that's what ZNA represents. When you want to be out of this world and different, this is the shoe you put on.
Here we go.
For those of y'all that don't already know, Noah is my little brother. The story behind the Noah colorway begins when I was searching for what shoe company I would sign with. When I went to the Jordan campus, they gave Noah a pair of these all-white AJ1s, and they gave him some crayons, and they were like, "Here, Noah, you can design whatever you want." You know, Noah being 5 at the time, just took like all the colors and just drew some scribbles on it. A bunch of different colors and just a bunch of scribbles. Noah has to be the most confident kid I've ever met in my life. When I was Noah's age, I could never go in front of a bunch of people and talk. I would always kind of hide behind my mom. That's the kind of kid I was. I would watch Noah walk in front of a room with 1,000 cameras and act like they ain't even there. Noah, he just lights up whatever room he goes into. When I say he lightens it up, the room blossoms with colors. And that's why you see so many colors on this shoe. This is a colorway that I'm always gonna have. No matter what happens, I'm always gonna have a Noah colorway.
Here we go.
This shoe, a Marion colorway. This shoe means a lot to me. When I was in Marion for those 2 years in middle school, the environment isn't the best, but something about my 2 best friends telling each other, no matter what happens, we're gonna make it out of here. We're gonna achieve our dreams. And as you see the pink in it, which represents the lotus flower, it just blossoms. No matter what happens in life, good or bad, if I set my mind to something, I feel like I can do it. When it came to my mom coaching me, to this day, she is the hardest coach I've ever had. It's hard to get a good game in her books, but my mom was just preparing me to be great at whatever I do in life. And she saw it in me long before I saw it in myself. That's why she was the hardest coach I've ever had. My stepfather is the one that taught me the game of basketball. My stepfather has done so much for me that I can't even describe to you. There was a time I was 9. Coach came to me and said, Z, I had a dream last night. What you had a dream about, man? You was 18, 19, and the commissioner walked out there and called your name number 1. I see that for you. And sure enough, it happened.